In this video, we're going to have a look at how to find the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle using Pythagoras theory. Before we have a look at our example, a quick recap. The Pythagoras theory is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse side of the right-angled triangle and a and b are the two smaller sides. So in our example, we need to find the missing value of x, which we know is our hypotenuse side of the triangle. And remember, the hypotenuse side of the triangle is the side that is opposite the right angle. So we know that one side is 7, one side is 11, and we want to find the hypotenuse. So the first step is going to be label the sides of the triangle A, B, and C. Now the hypotenuse side is always going to be C. So I'm going to label that with a C, and then label the other two sides A and B. Doesn't matter which side we label A and which side is labeled B, we can use them interchangeably for A and B. So now that I have labeled my right angle triangle, I can go ahead and do my next step, which is going to be to write the formula. And that is going to be A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So now I need to go ahead and substitute in the values from the question. So instead of writing A, I'm going to go to my side of my triangle and see that A is 7 and substitute 7 for A. Instead of writing B, I'm going to go to my triangle, find my B side, and its value is 11, and I'll substitute 11 in instead of B. And for this question, my C value, my hypotenuse, I've been provided with X. So I can change C to X. So now that I have worked out what my values are going to be, I can write my second line of working with those new values. So it's going to be 7 squared plus 11 squared is equal to X squared. So now I can go through and start working out what X is going to equal to. So 7 squared is going to equal 49 plus 11 squared, which is 121. So 49 plus 121 is going to equal X squared, or 170 is going to equal to X squared. If I know what X squared is equal to, and I want to find what X is, I need to square root both sides. So the square root of 170 is equal to the square root of X squared, and that works out to be 13.04 is equal to X. So I know that the missing value in my right angle triangle of X is equal to 13.04. And I can do a common sense check to make sure that my answer makes sense. So I've got a side of 7, a side of 11, and my hypotenuse, which is the longest side of my triangle, is equal to 13.04. Because I know the 13.04 is meant to be my longest side, and it's similar to side 7 and 11, I can go ahead and accept my answer as making sense. So using Pythagoras theory, I've determined the value of the hypotenuse to be 13.04.